Alright, check me out. So today I'm coming to you guys with a quick hair tip video. It's gonna be tips on how to better your hair. But I know how hard it can actually be drawing hair. I remember when I was first getting started in the digital field and drawing hair. Oh man, it was the worst. So there's gonna be a couple tips that maybe can help you guys with that. It's gonna be the first of its kind, but it's gonna be the first of many. Because I am back. First thing first, I do want to thank you guys for the support, for the likes, shares, and comments. I only posted around 20 to 30 videos in the last couple years I had the channel. So I do thank you guys for sticking around and just leaving comments and stuff, checking the videos out. Alright, so I actually got started in the digital art field. I seen a guy doing it. This was a while ago. I had an iPhone 4S at the time. The guy was creating artwork using Procreate with his finger, and I just thought that was like very interesting. So I was like, yo, you know what, I'm gonna do this, because all I knew was traditional work, pencil, paper, paint, stuff like that. Well, actually I never got into paint, but I was just paper, pencil, marker. So when I seen it, I was like, you know, I'm gonna try it, and that's what actually got me into it, and I've been doing it ever since. So I definitely know the struggle when you're first getting started, and that's why I'm here. I want to help you guys out to propel you guys to learn as fast as possible, because it can be very daunting and it can be hard to know where to start. So allow me to help you guys. This is a voiceover, so it's first time. All right, so first thing first, first tip I would say is you want to block in the shape. You want to get the overall value of the hair first. Focus on that. That's a big part, because that will determine how the outlook, the end look would come out. So block in the big blocks, get the overall shape. I would definitely recommend using a reference, because reference they do help you in a sense of, you know, the actual shape and the value and just the way the hair is actually supposed to go. So I would definitely recommend using a reference whenever possible until you get better, and then you don't have to have a reference. Me, I still use reference from time to time, but there are some times where I freestyle it. You know, do what you want. So blocking that's the first tip, is to block in the big colors, or the forms of the hair first. Second tip is you don't want to draw each strand of hair. That's number one thing I used to do when I first was getting started. I would draw each individual hair as if that was going to do something, as if like I was going to draw a billion hairs, I guess, and it was going to form the hair. And I quickly learned that just wasn't efficient, and it wasn't gonna work and it never came out how I wanted it to. It would take me hours. I didn't want to get to the hair. I would do the face, and I didn't want to do the hair because I knew it was gonna take a long time. So these methods definitely did help me get better at that. So don't draw every strand. That's something you don't want to do. This look, it kind of looks pretty cool actually when I look at it, but you don't want to do that. And a lot of people actually don't block in the full shape of the hair first. They usually just literally start with each strand. That's what I'm telling you not to do. If you want to do that, go ahead, but it's going to take you literally forever. So in the second part, you see, in this part, you see I blocked in the hair, starting with the middle tone is what I call it, and I went in and I added a little bit of definition with the shadows. That's what you want to do. Go off your reference photo if you can. See where the values are, where the values lie, the shadows, the mids, and the highlights. I know hair has more color and depth to it than just 3 shades or 3 colors, but this is just gonna be a quick video. So blocking the shadows, blocking the shadows, and pay attention to where the shadows lie. Second tip I have for you guys is don't don't overdo it with the highlights. When you come in, I know it can look nice and pretty, but you don't want to overdo it with the highlights. It can quickly turn the hair into something else. So just be careful on that. You can apply a lot depending on, you know, like I said, the reference. If there's a lot of light source that's coming in from whatever angle, you want to hit it there, and you want to, you know, show where the light is coming from. But this one I didn't use a reference for. I just kind of like just eyeballed it, or I just went off instinct. So it may not look true to life, but like I said, this is just quick tips to help you guys better your hair. Another tip is, if you are going for a more realistic look, you can blend those 3 shades together in a kind of a unison. Alright, so if you are going to blend the hair together, you don't want to blend it where you can't distinguish the values between the 3. You want to get it to and I'll do a more in-depth video on blending and digital blending and stuff like that, because there's a lot to it than just, you know, blocking things in. It's so much more to it, and I'll be more than happy to make a video to help you guys out with that. If you guys do have an idea of what you guys want me to show you guys, leave a comment below. Yeah, I just wanted to make a quick one here. It kind of seemed like it was all over the place. I don't know if I was hitting the key points, but yeah, you just want to block in, go over it again. You want to block in the main form, the main shape of the hair. You're going to use 3 values: shadow, mids, highlights. You want to use a photo reference if you can. You want to hit those highlights, shadows first. I feel like shadows are easier to see and distinguish, and then you want to come in with your highlights, but you don't want to come in with too much highlights. So sorry for the format of video. This is my first time doing this, but I hope you guys learned something. If you have any comments, leave them below, and I'll go over them individually. I hope you guys like it, and again, I thank you guys, and I'm out on this one.